right. Well, hello, everybody. Just wanted to take an opportunity to talk a little bit more about Ridge Talk today. This previous weekend, Pastor Daniel mentioned a little bit about this, just saying we wanted to start a podcast. So, Daniel, just remind everybody what we're doing. Like, what we're doing.
Yeah, so Ridge Talk is designed to be a weekly video and podcast series that gives us an additional opportunity to kind of engage with the people of South Ridge Church. It's just one more way to kind of help engage and answer questions about things we said on the stage.
Okay, but like, why this format? Like, why do it in this way?
Yeah, that's a good question. As we were kind of talking through this ahead of time and over the past few months, we kind of decided there's three reasons, really. One is, like I said, it gives people an opportunity to engage with us. People all the time, after a sermon or maybe in community groups, people ask questions. I'm like, oh, I wish I'd have thought of that or been able to, answer that on the stage. And then, we always, all of our pastors and people who are teaching, we always kind of discuss the sermons ahead of time. And there's always some little bit of information that we really wish we could have got to, but we didn't really have an opportunity to get to it, or some really big idea that we thought, oh, this fits, and we don't even get to talk about it at all. And so this is kind of a space for us to not only answer people's questions, but also to flesh out some ideas that we just didn't have time for on stage.
Well, we're all here, and we all get to sit around a table together. We all get to talk through the messages ahead of time, what's going to be happening. Those who are engaging with this now, they're watching it a video or listening online. They're not in the same room. How can they engage with what we're doing here?
Yeah, sometimes, maybe you've ever had the experience, I don't know if you've had the experience, sometimes I think people hear something from the stage and they go, why did they say that? Or why was that decision made? And it's because they don't have the benefit of all the conversations that came before it and also came after that. And so we felt like this would be a really helpful way to get those conversations to people. So really, there are three ways to engage. If you're listening to this right now, number one, it would be really helpful if you actually listen to what we're doing. So if you go to YouTube and or wherever you are, Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and you actually engage with what we're doing, you can like, follow, subscribe, and all those places. Secondly, if you're seeing this on Facebook or Instagram, click the share button. That's one more way that kind of helps it to spread and gets the word out about what we're doing. And then I know I said it the third one, but actually it's the most important one is ask questions. We really need people to ask questions, because if you don't, then it's just us coming here and answering our own questions, and that's not great. If you want to know how to do that, so the vision for that is every week we're going to preach, and whoever's teaching, it doesn't matter, but I know people have questions, so we will receive questions all the way through Monday at noon, and the way you can send questions, we've got an email address, and we also have a number that you can call or text and leave a voicemail, and it'll actually be transcribed for us. And we read all of those, and then we come together and we answer those questions. But we need people to ask questions, and that's really kind of the big point of this, is that we would engage with you guys. So
yeah, and I think it's important to point out too that if you submit a question, we're not going to read your name on air as to who that came from necessarily. So you can feel safe submitting questions to us.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, guys, so just make sure that this is something that you feel like would be helpful to you, to go to our YouTube channel. You can subscribe there and click the bell notification. It'll let you know every Wednesday once an episode has dropped. You can like or follow all of our social media channels. And like Daniel said, you can call, text, or email your questions to us. So we look forward to joining you at Ridge Talk.
Peace.